bouncing from place to place like a bunch of podcast gypsies.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? We're getting it done. That's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I got a nice talking to right before this. We did Edward's podcast, What's Up Sucker podcast. Go check that out. And I was complaining to him, and he was just like, at the end, I realized my lobster was just too buttery. And so he's like, none of these are complaints, dude. I was like, hey man, more problems, I guess. But it's definitely what it feels like, and it put it into perspective for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is called getting it done. Wherever we can get it done, whatever place. And that's the other thing I learned. You don't need, like, I got the whole studio and shit. We get as many views on the ones we do like this than the ones that I'm switching and paying rent and running a business to do. You know what I mean?
Damn, as many views?
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Not even like an extra 10 or 15?
No. In fact, I think a lot of them in the higher range are ones like this. That, you know what I learned that from Matt and Shane, how low budget theirs is. You know what I mean? They just one camera, 2 mics. You know, talk about your dick. It works.
I mean, but you know, having specials and being on SNL, that kind of helps.
Oh yeah,
too,
that
right?
helps too. Oh, that's the outlier. That's the other thing,
Right?
is I've realized this for a long time, but when everybody's like, just keep doing it, and then eventually something will happen. It's like, no, you can do it forever. Nothing will happen. It doesn't matter because the ones that did keep doing it and then they got to a certain place, they're the outliers. They're the exception. They're not the standard. The standard is nothing happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, you're grateful for the 400 something that watch every week. We appreciate that, because that's, if you were at a comedy club and there was 400 something people in there, that's a great show.
That's a lot of people. Yeah.
That's a lot of people. You know what I mean? But because, you know, you're measuring dicks with somebody getting 1 million views, 2 million views, it's like, whoa, shit, what are they doing? It's like they sold their soul to the devil. That's what happened. And I'm not doing that.
I feel like it's just us tuning into a radio, like trying to listen to Fame.
Uh-huh.
And then we're like a ham radio. Like, I think we're going to hear Fame one of these days. You know, we're never going to hear it if we don't, like, you know, like all those movies from the 90s where there would be a guy on a radio tower waiting for aliens to go.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. This is our radio, and we're here. We're going to hear Fame when they go. It's like, hey, it's Fame for real. Like, we can actually hear it.
But it's just another comic on the other side being like, let me watch me fuck with him. Watch me fuck with him.
Yeah, it's you getting emails from
See,
that.
and I think that's the problem. You don't tune into popularity. Popularity tunes into you. That's the whole thing of it. You know what I mean? You can't be like, hey guys, what's up? I'm popular. I'm good. No, people have to find you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's given to you.
So,
Who is it?
but you already have to have that frequency. You already have to be, because when they're tuning into it, you can't be flipping back and forth. You got to be on one station. And when they flip to you and they finally hear you and they hear our thoughts about homosexuality and butt stuff and hoochie husbands, my wife loved that, by the way. She put on there for Father's Day.
Hoochie husband.
But happy Father's Day to my hoochie husband. I was like, yeah, nobody knows what that means. And now they just think I'm a whore.
You were a hoochie, yeah. I mean, it still fits. You were a hoochie.
It's still, yeah, I was, but that's not the point. It's just like that was.
Hood rat, hoochie mama.
I was in my 20s, early 20s, late teens. That shouldn't count.
Late 20s. Did you say late 20s?
I said early 20s.
Oh, okay.
Late teens.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
Yeah. I mean, you were.
Oh, I didn't even go by the same name.
You did it right. You're supposed to be sexually active around that time.
Exactly.
I mean, still, but not like then. You know.
How, man? That's got to be hard for. I think about that. How they say
for the women that lives you destroyed by lying to them.
That too. But I was gonna say for like for me, it felt, from my experience, if
Love Island over here. You don't think George is here for the right reasons?
Fuck. So it wasn't that I was more confident. It was the not giving a fuck about the rejection. So a lot of, like, I've heard with like Gen Z, the fear of rejection from, because it could be filmed. Back then it wasn't being filmed.
Yeah.
You know, you being,
right. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
being rejected, and so they're not getting.
Like, who cares? Nobody knows me here.
Nobody knows me. My thing was I'm gonna shoot my shot 12 different times, and maybe 1 or 2 will go for it. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, there's the hottest girl on, now I'm gonna get her.
I don't like that term, shoot my shot.
Shoot my shot.
It's
Why
like
not?
you're gonna shoot a rope of cum at her and be like, you likey?
I think that's a you thing.
No, shoot my shot. I'm gonna shoot my shot.
No. I'm gonna shoot my shot. Meaning, you see, you took it in a sexual manner. I didn't. It leads to.
No, I know
thing.
what it's normally used for. But I'm just saying, I never liked it because it doesn't.
I always thought of it more like a 3-pointer. I'm open. I'm gonna shoot this 3.
I'm gonna hurl this one.
Yeah, and then what always happened is, you talk to one girl and then 3, 4 girls they smell it on you, and
the attempts.
Not the attempts, the ones that actually go with it. Sometimes it's not 1 out of 12. Sometimes you're batting 5 out of 5, and it's like, whoa, shit, but it's because you feel confident and you're attracting that. Just with stand up, you're tuned into that frequency. When you're trying really hard to reach out and you go 0 for 20, you know what I mean?
But what was your point when you go on a streak?
When you go on a streak, it's because you're tuned into a frequency that's attracting those people to you. You don't care if it happens or not because you already have it.
Yeah, but what caused the streak though?
Self-confidence.
So self-confidence gives you a streak, which gives you self-confidence.
You become the person that you were trying to be and you're not reaching out for it. You know what I mean? It's like trying to grasp water. You got to let water just flow. Again, this is very phallic the way I'm doing it, but grabbing water and let it flow through your hands. You can't grasp at it. If you try that, it's like a magnet. The reverse. Right. You're pushing it away.
The pussy will flow through your fingers.
I am saying pussy and comedy are the same thing, but they do both. There's something about it that not sexual.
The more you try, the
yes,
right. The worse
you gotta not give a fuck about it.
Like Patrice said, the worst thing you could do when you're bombing is trying not to bomb.
Yeah. You just got to do the work. You know what I mean? Work on your fingers. When you're at home, get a little 5-pound weight and just curl it up with 2 fingers. You know what I mean? Do the alphabet in your mouth until you can't move your tongue anymore. You know?
You were grabbing women by the pussy before
verbally.
Trump said it
verbally,
and without as much money.
And you can be mean. These pretty girls loved it when you were like kind of mean to them, like make fun of them because nobody made fun of them because they were trying to get laid. I'm already getting laid. I don't give a fuck if you fuck me. But now I'm being myself, like I would talk to a person, not a person. I'm not a thing I'm trying to have sex with. You're talking. You that's what it is. You start talking to women as a person, and you stop giving that little bit of creepy vibe, like this guy wants to fuck. Then they lower their shields and they trust you, and then
that's when you take it from them.
No, you don't take it.
Their attention. I mean.
They give it to you.
Oh,
the attention and other things, they give it to you because they're like, oh, this person, and then you date them for a while and they see the real you and like, oh no, this is not the person that I thought you were.
Sure.
That was always the thing for me. They were just like, I thought you were different. And I was like, what does that mean? I kept hearing that again and again.
Just like every other guy you let hit. You fucking skank.
I'm like your last 2 boyfriends. What are you talking about?
I'm a carbon copy. I might as well be their dig. You fucking.
You know what it was? I had to find a woman who had ambition, and that ambition was to make her man. I need a good project because I can see something. I see the potential. You know what I mean? And so
fixer upper, if you will.
Fixer up, yeah. It's like, damn, that's a nice Porsche. The engine, there's bees inside, and the brake pads are shot, but I can fix that.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about like, yeah, you womanized for a while, but I feel like with you, it doesn't look as impressive because you always had, you were a pretty guy. So I feel like it's like a chick with big tits going like, every time I go to a party, all the guys want to talk to me because I'm so interesting. Right, but just because she's got huge tits, and you're like, what I would have to. They want this and they want that. It's like, well, maybe it was just as simple as like, yeah, I'll give that pretty face some pussy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That would happen.
It was up to you to fuck it up, meaning, right?
There was a lot of it where I fucked up, where I was too overly honest, or just completely not being myself and being a character. Like tonight, I would do that. It's like a psycho.
Like Cuban shit?
Yeah, like I would make up all this shit. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm a boxer. I do boxing and da da da. Really, I went to a gym where I would box twice a week. I'm not a boxer. It's basically a comic saying
you did it the right way though. You technically didn't lie.
Oh, yeah, that was my whole thing. Don't lie, but you could omit truth, and you can.
You were already on the CIA's level, like of treachery.
Yeah, because now I can look you in the face and tell you, I'm not lying to you.
With the permission of my full conscience to lie to you in a way.
Yeah, sociopath, a little bit. Sociopath tendencies, but not a sociopath because I still feel it. But it was the fear. Once I got over the fear of rejection, which was all when I was 18 years old, and I was putting off an ugly vibe because the girls I were attracting were straight up weirdos. Like I remember this one girl, I saw her outside of the dorm sitting on the steps, so I went out the back way. I went and ate, and I came back, and I went to my dorm room, and I was there for a while. I came back out the front forgetting about her, and she was still on those steps. And I go, how long you been on these steps? She was like, I'm just, waiting for you to see if you came out. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, what the fuck? Pretty girl. Just weird.
Damn.
So
wait, but that's the weird? You mean like, that's not weird. It's more like obsessive.
Yeah.
It's a little
okay,
obsessive,
so I was...
But not weird.
Yeah, obsessive. You know what? Actually, that was all of them, obsessive.
Weird would be like she likes to pull her hair out.
No,
that's weird.
Okay, yeah, obsessive. Freshman year, that's what I was getting.
Too.
But I was giving off that vibe because I was very standoffish. Like I was the guy. There's a party.
Meaning, if you're a weird guy, you attract weird bitches.
There you go. I was the guy that go to the dorm room party, and it's a little room, and everybody's talking, and I'm the guy in the corner.
Oh well, yeah.
And it's like, who the fuck is that guy? Not talking to anybody, just being weird.
Oh right.
So that's what you're.
See,
gonna
I wouldn't
attract.
have gone to the party. Period.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to. I was just trying to meet new people by.
Well, you know what? You were doing it the right way. You're supposed to like look like a weirdo at first when you're trying to figure it out. Yeah. You actually did the right thing. I'm weird, but I'm gonna go to these social things anyway, and eventually. But it was you learn to manipulate people.
But it was a weirdness that was multiplied by not being the authentic you. You know what I mean? Like, so if you came up to me and I'm 18 and we're at a party. I'm sitting here like this. I'm sitting here like this with a face. And you come to me like, hey, and you like look at me and go like that, right? What's up? Like, just introduce yourself to me.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Josh?
Hey, cool, dude. Your arms are hairy, dog. I'm gonna go get some punch.
Cool. That was who you talked to. Like talking to a wall,
okay.
But also, this guy thinks he's better than me. But really,
right? You're just frozen in your own
insecurity, and you can't see my eyes.
Do you know how that must happen so often?
Uh-huh.
Where people are misunderstood because they don't know how to I don't know how to react. So people become standoffish to them. So he becomes standoffish to them, and they're like, fuck those people, and those people are like, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So it's all a big misunderstanding, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
They could have met somebody that was into what at the time?
Porn. I just found porn.
So you're saying they dodged the bullet, but you're not
bullet.
Not talking to
I had never had access to porn like that, and now I did, and I was
nobody did, bro.
Nobody, and it was like, well, I was home. We had dial up, and then this one was at the college was faster in it. Nothing was blocked, so somebody told me all these sites, so I started going to all these Bang Bus and all these different sites.
Damn, it was around back then. Oh, actually,
this is 2004.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah, right. And then it was. And then the only reason people started coming to my dorm room and hanging out is because I would go to Mexico.
You're blowing them.
I was blowing them. I'd go to Mexico and I'd get a bunch of bottles, liquor bottles, and me and Mo would go. You can only bring a certain amount back, so I think we could each get 2, and so we'd go in Mexico, buy them, and then come back, and then we do that throughout the summer or throughout the time I was visiting, right? And so I'd bring the liquor bottles back to the room, and then I'd sell like a fifth for $20. But I bought the bottle for $8, so I'm making like $100 per bottle, or like $80, 80 to $90 a bottle. Damn. And then I caught my roommate pouring water in my vodka, and I was like, "Motherfucker!" Did you fight him? No, I didn't fight him. I made him buy the bottle. Oh, well, he offered to buy the bottle, and I go, "Cool."
That solved itself.
Yeah, it solved itself. But also, then he wasn't my roommate. He switched rooms with somebody else.
Oh, well, yeah, dude. You don't want to be you don't want to share a living space with somebody that you directly fucking tried to deceive and they caught you.
Well, also, I had 5 roommates my first year. So I had this Asian dude.
Oh, wait,
And-
you mean like people that requested to leave your
Yes.
presence?
Yes. So the first guy, Asian dude, day one, he goes, I know this guy across. Can I switch rooms with him? I was like, sure.
Oh, that doesn't count.
So they switched, right?
Maybe he was buddy, yeah.
Yeah. Next dude, real chill white dude. I thought he was the coolest because he was never there. It turns out that I was just so messy, he never wanted to be there. So he switched with.
How would you know that?
I found out later.
Oh.
And so he switched with the guy next to us because they didn't want a room because one of them was closeted homosexual and the other one had a big Confederate flag over his bed. So they switched.
They
And
had
so
conflicting viewpoints?
yes. And so we're roommates now. And he was the one I caught stealing the vodka. And then he switched with another guy, right? So I'm roommates with this guy. So it was crazy. It was Asian dude, white dude, homosexual in the closet, Mexican dude, black dude, right?
Why did he leave?
He flunked out.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn.
And so, well, you know what? I don't know if he flunked out.
Oh my God, you're just spreading shit?
Well, he lost his scholarship. So that's why I assumed he flunked
Yeah,
out.
dude. That's what happens when you flunk out.
Okay.
You
So
lose
he
your
lost his
scholarship.
scholarship for music. He ended up moving.
Oh.
And then this guy died down the hallway from heroin overdose, right? And his
I've
mom
seen
would
this
go
documentary.
leave his mom would go leave Reese's Pieces in the front. That was his favorite candy. So once a week she put Reese's Pieces, and so I moved into that room.
Oh,
And
is
I was-
this when you said you ate a fucking.
No, I didn't eat his Reese's Pieces. I came outside the room. And this fat dude was eating the Reese's Pieces. Like,
Oh, that's right.
you know whose those are? And I was like, and I told him the whole story. He's like, oh, and he's like, and he went and bought a new bag. Anyway, and so I got a new. He's this half white, half Indonesian dude, and then he was my roommate for the rest of the time. But he'd be like snorting Adderall. He was always in his boxers or shorts.
Someone had to be worse than you to tolerate you.
Yeah, yeah, because he'd bring girls back.
No, I think the way you've explained it, it feels like it was half. Yeah, some people didn't dig you, and half it was just a weird coincidence, man.
Yeah.
Like who would have known that shit was gonna fucking.
But in the first year to experience living with every single ethnicity.
that was 1 year.
That was 1 year. It was
Oh.
four in the first semester and one the second
Oh,
semester.
wow. You might be the problem.
It definitely was a problem.
Oh, dude.
Definitely was a problem.
No, it's just some people, you know.
And this is how I know I was the problem. I never had the same roommate every year. Every year I had new roommates. So
So there's people out there that have the same roommate throughout their whole college career.
yeah, you get comfortable with living with somebody. Like let's say we went
They
to
don't
college.
reshuffle you every year. You can. Keep
No,
the
you
same?
can request to live with a person.
Oh.
And I remember senior year,
Nobody.
my
requested
English
to-
teacher kept telling me, yeah, his son was going to Texas State. Room with him. And I was like, nah, I don't want a room. Because I didn't like, the dad was weird with me. And then turns out later he ended up retiring because he had some, that he was touching kids inappropriately.
Oh.
And so,
Oh my god.
yeah. And I already kind of knew
But
that.
you were already an adult though, right?
I was senior. I was 17. He said, room with my son.
Oh.
I said no. Thank God I said no. Son ended up flunking out. Anyway.
Room with my son.
Yeah, come on, I'll come visit you
By
guys.
his lower lip when he said it.
Yeah, he was the one that I told you about when I didn't turn in my homework. He goes, turn around. He grabbed me by the underwear and he put his fingers like right where my crack is. And he's like, I'll hang you from here.
Oh, I blocked that out.
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah,
If I blocked it out, and I
Yeah.
just heard it.
yeah. It's a good superpower to have to be able to block stuff out. It's what I learned from my family. My cousin can do it very well.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's the bad part of being a delicious boy.
But then sophomore year, I was a problem. I was a problem sophomore year. I got a
Why?
point. I got a 0.3.
A problem in what? College?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Doing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 0.3 GPA, which is an A in weightlifting and an F in everything else. Stopped going to class with the
An
last.
A in weightlifting. You really are fucking
Yeah,
a movie fucking character.
I stopped. I stopped going to class the last 6 weeks. I had so many different rumors because I was bringing my cousins. My cousin lived in San Marcos and he had two little kids. The two little kids looked like me, and so I'd bring them to my dorm room. We'd hang out. I'd take care of them, and they were like 2 and 4 or 5. And so the rumor was just like, oh, those are his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was a young dad taking care of his kids and going to school. Also, I was redshirting on the football team because everybody in the dorm that I was in was on the football team. There was a freshman football.
So everybody just assumed
that I was, and so I went with it. I was like, yeah, I play football too. And I was a whore. Yeah.
Damn. So the fact that you had kids didn't turn women off. It turned them on.
Well, first, that was a conversation starter. Because I'd also posted on, that's when Facebook started in Texas State.
Right.
So I'd also post them on Facebook, like, hey, what's up? Like, and then people be like, you have kids? I'm like, no, those are my little cousins. I watch them every once in a while. I'm like, oh, you're good with kids? And it's just like, yeah, and I got a chin strap.
Damn, dude. Swimming in it, folks.
Yeah.
He was swimming in pussy.
That 1 year. that 1 year. That was it.
That's all it takes, bro.
Oh, then I got fat. That's why.
There's some guys who only win one championship, but you know what? They won one championship.
Yeah, that was my Dirk Nowitzki year.
Yeah. That's it, dude. You can
People didn't think I could beat these great teams, but I did.
From that year on.
But you know what helped?
Your hand was like, I could live off of that for the rest. Yeah. Everything is house money.
I got fat. Literally, I got fat. So that's what it was. I got fat off my own hog.
Wait. How could you get, because you weren't fat when I met you.
I fluctuate in weight so much.
Oh.
So I was fat as a little kid, then lost a bunch of weight, then got fat in early 20s. Then right before I met my wife, got in the best shape of my entire life. And then got real skinny, then got fat for the last 15, 16 years.
Well, now I'm going back count into you're a dad, you know. Like,
well, no, now I'm going back into my skinny. This is the first time I've weighed under 200 pounds in almost 20 years.
Whoa.
Like 18 years.
How much you weigh now?
198.
188.
I'm going to get down to 180.
Just under. 180?
I want to get down to 180.
Hey, but you want to be like wired.
Yeah. Just so I can do it once in my life. And if I get down to 180 and I just look super skinny and like still out of shape, then I'm going to take something. Peptides, testosterone, something.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've naturally just curbed my vices just by age, not really so much as like a desire to be a better person. It's just like, I just don't want to, I don't want to drink tonight because I'm just an old man. I want to go home and smoke weed and
my brother
go over some shit.
My brother was right. So my brother's like 6% body fat. He's ripped. And he goes, when you're like that, people treat you different. They like want to be your friends. And they're like, they ask you questions like, what do you do for a workout and stuff like that?
Right.
I wasn't getting that till recently where not, hey, what do you do for your workouts? It's like, you've been losing weight. You taking a shot? And I'm like, no. I'm like, and then, so now I got comics in Austin. They're
motherfuckers
like,
can't see any white hairs on your face without assuming you're on something.
Exactly.
if you're not a fat slob.
Yeah. They're tracking their protein and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to make it. I've made various attempts at making a joke about looks, but the main point that I always keep is that I want to tell my son the truth is that looks matter a lot. It's probably one of the most important things about you is how people perceive you right off the top.
First impressions.
Yeah, the first impression.
Yeah.
Because you can be the coolest person in the world, but like if everywhere you go, everyone can see your Nazi sign.
Yeah.
They're not going to assume you're cool in real life.
No. I think of course sight. But if they get near smell, that's the one that I talk to my son about all the time. I was like, you can't be the smelly guy, bro.
Oh, right. Well, that's more for actually that's whole life,
that's
right?
big in first impressions. You know what I mean?
You smell like ass. People are gonna.
Ooh, yeah. You can't be fat and smell like
ass. But
more
specifically, more importantly, when you're young, right? When
Yes.
you're like a teenager and a young man.
But if you're fat and you stink, I mean that's
not
like
cool. You're adding shit.
Yeah, and bald, fat stinky bald guy. That's rough. You better have a hell of a personality.
Oh my god.
You better be the funniest motherfucker ever.
Why and are all fat stinky bald guys hilarious motherfuckers?
But I'm also doing it for like a career because it's like, will this make me funnier losing weight? No, but could it? could it improve my stage presence or whatever by 1 or 2%? Maybe. You know what I
Sure.
mean? People, they're like, oh, there's a professional comedian coming out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so who's this fat guy who has this weird shirt and he keeps tugging on his shirt because the kid's getting caught under his boob.
Oh no. Well, then I need to wear like a cowboy hat or something.
Just to stand out.
Yeah.
That if I had money, I would be dressing in different styles like every day. You know what I mean? It's just like one day it you know,
You mean there'd be some days where you'd come out in all black with a chain wallet?
I wouldn't do zoot suits or anything like that. But yeah, there would be those
suits
where I'd be the guy with a vest, no shirt under, just the vest and the baggy pants with the hat and then the chain. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I'm a fucking vaquero with the cowboy hat and the belt buckle.
Ow! We found out
Yeah.
what the name of the song is.
What is
It's called is it Everybody by Black Box?
Everybody.
Ow!
I remember the song.
It's everyone or everybody. I think it's everybody.
Yeah.
The great fucking song, man. You need to. I've been requesting the Red Hot Chili Peppers so long that people don't believe that I want that as my opening song at the comedy club now.
Yeah, it's
I've
it's
requested
like saying,
it twice and they've
let
ignored
me
me.
let me get a Nickelback. And Red Hot Chili Peppers have become Nickelback, and I mean, I've been on that with Creed. People made fun of Creed forever. I was like, no, dude, fucking
Creed
Creed will make me cry sometimes. Like and it has nothing to
Creed
do.
will soothe your soul. It will.
It has nothing. You know what it is? It's nostalgia. It's just I was going through this at a certain point in my life when I heard this, and therefore I connect that emotion to that song. So it's not necessarily
that the song's about that.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily I think this is the greatest song ever. It's just it's nostalgic to me. Just like people hate the Eagles and Hotel California. I fucking love that song. I played it on repeat when I was like 7 years old.
People hate the Eagles.
People hate the Eagles.
I mean, I heard the Big Lebowski say it, but I don't think I've ever.
I think that influenced a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking hate the Eagles, man.
Yeah, it influenced a lot of people, and that was the only reason they let him play some certain song on the Big Lebowski. They weren't going to let him use it for the movie, and he heard that line. He's like, "You can use it." I forgot what band it was, but like, yeah, you can definitely use it. I hate the Eagles too. But you become so popular. It happens in comedy. Dane Cook, you become so popular that
People start. Yeah.
they did it with George Carlin. They mocked George Carlin and was like, "This guy's a rhyming fucking."
They didn't go full Dane Cook on him, but towards the end, they were like, it's the old man.
The guy that played in Honey I Shrunk the Kids, the dad,
Rick Moranis.
yeah, he plays him. And he's just like he's doing George Carlin jokes, but it's just rhyming stuff.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a little vicious motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing him once, and he had like a jean jacket, cut off jean jacket, and everything. He was kind of a little potty mouth motherfucker. So it's like if I somehow ended up in Disney movies. Like, did you know that guy when he was doing stand-up, he was like a real
Bob
fucking
Saget.
Yeah, I'm Bob Saget.
Yeah. Well, he turned hard the other way, just like the guy Screech did, because he was like, "I'm known as this, but I'm not that, so I'm gonna go."
No,
hard.
well, Screech did that, but I think Bob Saget was that
Already
guy before. Yeah,
Tim Allen too.
he just looked so like
Yeah.
American Dad.
But even Bill Burr said it. He went to a 1980s. I think it was one of the tapings he did. And he only had one shot at it, and he taped it. One of his specials.
Wait, who? What are you talking
Bill
about?
Burr. He went to go see George Carlin,
Oh, he went to go see George.
and
Carlin.
they went as a joke. He had just started stand up, and George Carlin was like, "This guy's fucking hacky with his rhyming shit."
Oh, right.
But that's when George
Got
Carlin
you.
turned into what we know him as now, more political.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was like,
yeah.
"Wow!" Like I didn't expect that. He reinvented himself,
Right. Yeah.
and that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, God.
I'm reinventing myself. I'm going harder in debauchery and disgustingness, and then sprinkling on political shit.
Yeah, I got some political shit too, man, and it's coming out kind of nice. Only thing is, like, I can't do it in like bar venues where everybody's having a great time,
Yeah.
and you're just like everybody's just like, and then drinking, and then look at this mother, I bet you fucking sucking dick, like,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're like, so anyway, man, we live in like a political system that's corrupt,
Yeah.
right? It really like puts everything.
Yeah. Well, that's why a lot of times when I bring up a subject, I just say the subject up top, Like, and it lets me know what the like. I've done it where I just walk out and go
Like the word association.
Yeah, I just go.
Boom.
I go Epstein files,
Yeah.
and if they go, oh shit, oh, I'm like, all right,
yeah.
they're ready for it. Or
They're ready for it.
or if I hear nothing, I'm like, all right,
You feel the audience's pussy to see
yeah.
if it's
I'm like, oh, you ain't even throbbing. You ain't even throbbing right now. It's dry. All right, well here.
it's sucking my fingers in. Oh, you.
All right, well here we go. I got to cut the last part out. You're not gonna like it. And I do. I cut the middle part, all the stuff about 9/11 and COVID. I'm like, you're not gonna go for this. I'll say the first part, mouse or whatever the fuck, and then I'll cut the last part of it. But I have learned that talking about Down syndrome, there's a limit because I did a whole set 10 minutes on it. Too long.
Too. Yeah, dude.
Too not because the joke isn't funny because I've done the jokes individually and they all get.
They all right.
But
right.
back to back to back to back, people are like, "Oh shit!" Now I'm getting uncomfortable.
What like it's such a weird thing, but at the same time you get it right away. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course they'd be like, "That's hilarious. That's all right, bro. We get it."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't put
exactly.
us through this on edge thing where we gotta
I did
trust you the whole time.
I did it last night and it was doing great up till the part where I talked about Japanese creating some type of vaccine or whatever. It's what is it called? Genetic. The Nazis did. What is it called? Eugenics.
When you step on the line, make sure you step over it. Good.
Well, see, here's my theory. A lot of people think you have to walk that line, but there's a point where you walk so far past the line that it's obviously you're joking.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's straddling the line, and then there's going way past the line. Then it's funny again because it's almost like going and doing a full 360. You know what I mean? It's like obviously he's joking. If I go just far enough to of that line, it's just like now you're being mean, but you're over here. But what got him was I started talking about Japanese eugenics, and how
already makes me feel like you're not gonna be cool about this.
I'm happy because I got one of the last ones. I was like, this is like they're not making these anymore. I got one of the last ones, and then it goes on to a thing about how all Down syndrome people go to heaven. There's not one that's ever like you can't blame like if God's not gonna send it down. So it's just by the time I got to that part, I had people literally going like, I was like,
yeah,
all right.
I'm sure even Richard Pryor found that out one time. He was like, man, that 10-minute Down syndrome chunk, I just can't get it to go well the whole time.
But it will. I'll make it go well the whole time.
You think you can do better than them? You don't think they've tried that before?
They didn't live it. That's the difference.
Man, I don't think the audience gives a fuck, man.
Because you're coming from a place of knowledge. Like I'm living this shit right now. I'm not talking like out of pocket where this is an idea I don't know or even I have a family member. No. Every day, I live with my son. So
so that's your trick. You're gonna guilt them into allowing you.
You know what? I've done that before where I felt the audience they didn't go with any of it, but that's because
they felt the emotional bullying.
Well, what happened was what I've noticed is if comics go on before me and they're like and retarded this and retarded that, by the time I come out, they don't want to laugh at what I'm saying because they're like, oh, this is genuine. You're coming from a genuine place.
Right.
And that's making me uncomfortable because of what I just laughed at. Because did you hear that?
Right,
you know what I mean? It's like, and so
they're just thinking, did he see me cackle
at
while I was laughing at that other joke?
Exactly. And so it can get tense, or I can ruin their jokes by going up first. And then they do it. And people's like, no, I'm not laughing at that. The only one that went really hard on it was Godfrey after I did my set. They loved it. He went hard. He's talking about the word retarded. I don't want to give away his joke, but it's fucking hilarious.
No, get him back, dude.
It's fucking, and he says retarded like 30, 40 times. And they're dying laughing, but it's from a very logical.
But it's also, this is like
pro.
Now not only incredibly talented, but also now well known.
Yes.
So like people are coming out to see him now.
But
like not in a way they weren't before, so he can get away a little more.
But not as so logical. It's not.
Well, that's the genius part.
Yeah, and if you're dumb, it sounds like he's punching down, and he's not. He's really punching down at the people who choose what words are offensive. That's who he's punching. Right. And And at first the audience is like, ooh, but by like the second or third of him saying retarded, they're rolling laughing.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Just watching somebody being like, I want to be great, and I'm not even close to this. Like it's
Yeah.
I'm a great double NC. You know what I mean? I'm or on high school I'm All American.
Division II fucking.
I'm D1. I'm still D1. But Leitner didn't do anything in the pros. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a different level. There's a different level.
You're hey dude, you're Jeremy's Sochan. You're not quite what everybody expected, but you're a champion now.
I don't know who that is.
He was on the fucking Spurs. He was the guy that always colored his hair.
Oh yeah.
He got sent to the Knicks this year. You know?
Yeah, he was the one. Later, I found out that's when he went up to say something to Wemby, and Wemby kept walking past him.
He walked right through him.
Yeah,
but I think because you see, Jeremy shouldn't have said anything, but he was going off about like, oh damn right, I'm going to tell him all the things I know about the Spurs.
Yeah,
you know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which, by the way, is like totally fair, right?
Yeah.
They got rid of him, but because he like made a point to say it out loud.
Yeah.
That that's gotta,
piss him off.
It got me pissed off, but I was like, I mean, it's fair for him, but also, man, bro, you said it out loud. Fuck you, dude.
Talking about blocking stuff out, I blocked that whole. Last time I saw the Spurs in my head was when they beat the Thunder. That's where I left it.
Yeah,
that's where I left it.
Dude, I'm telling you, the very next day, I was like, when is the World Cup?
Yeah,
like 'cause they had just lost that night, and I was like, oh,
I can't. Yeah.
No.
The last game I was like, you know why they lost? Because I watched game 4. I didn't see the first half. I watched it on my computer, and then I went and it was like Knicks fans around me. I don't know if I said this before, but there's Knicks fans around me. I was like, I can't watch the next one because they lost because of me.
Right.
And so game 5, it's right before I go up. I'm on my phone. They lose, and then I go up and do my set. The very first thing is Spurs fucking lost. They fucking lost. Why, De'Aaron Fox? There's no Spurs fans. There's 7 people there at the Rabbit. I'm just like going off.
I always feel like a little bit of a. It feels like there's a little bit of order in the universe when I go like, if I just don't watch them, they win, and it happens all the time. And then like the one time we're like, you know what? If I just don't watch them this time, it's a very important game, and then they lose anyway. And we're like, oh, there's no it's been on an illusion.
Hey, you know what?
It's just complete chaos.
I did my part. I fell into the conspiracies of. That the NBA is rigged and that the Spurs are going to come back and win on Game 7 and win the championship because that's what was scripted. And that guy was full of shit. He had gotten Game 1 through Game 4 right. He goes, they're going to lose the first 2, go back. They're going to win, but they're going to lose the 4th. But then that's when they come back because they're going to win the 2026 championship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Too many good things are happening in my life right now that would have been too much. It would have gone to my head. I would have been Spursed out. For the rest of the year.
You would have owed the universe
too much.
Too much. You would have been in a deficit of like good things.
Exactly. Well, actually, I think I've built up enough good karma that not that I'm owed it, but I feel it coming back. I feel it taking its shot.
Yeah, I immediately went on to what's on the World Cup, dude. The next day, I was like, let's see the World Cup.
That was weird. Everybody did that. Everybody took off their Knicks jerseys, and all I saw was Mexico, South Korea, and the United States.
Yeah.
That's all the jerseys. I was like, man, you guys switched jerseys real quick.
No, I was just trying to forget. I was trying to deal with it the way I always do, is to just move forward.
Forget about it. That's all you can do.
Well, I mean, you're right.
And I started going like, who can we get next? As soon as it ended, it's like, who can we get next year? Who can we... People are like, oh, we'll get Trae Young. I was like, but that guy's been hurt for 2 fucking years, man.
Guys that are already in the league, or you were thinking of like college guys?
No, he's already in the league. He plays for the Wizards. And they're talking about possibly trying to trade De'Aaron Fox for him because De'Aaron Fox unfollowed the Spurs on Instagram, apparently. And so people are like, oh, he knows he's going to get traded. And so people were saying that they might get Trae Young. But that guy's been hurt. He's played like 40 games the last 2 years. So it's like, do we really want him?
That sucks about Fox, man, because that last game, he really did take a bunch of shots that just doinked.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, but he did there was some games where it was because of him that we won.
That was game 3.
And then it just sucks that like he has that
It-
one last. He leaves that taste in people's mouth, and like people are like,
Castle didn't hit anything either, but also,
yeah, that's true.
it wasn't necessarily the missed shots; it was the stupid plays.
Yeah,
It was the stupid plays that pissed people off. Like, are you trying to throw away the game? You threw it out of bounds. Why would you throw it out of bounds? Why would you take a layup with 13 seconds to go when you could have dribbled it out? You know what I mean? And look at tape. I don't know if the tape was. My Twitter is biased for the Spurs, so it looked like a foul, but it could have been AI. I have no idea.
Oh my god! Now we got to deal with that shit too.
AI
shit.
Did you ever see? There's some movie that was on Netflix where these 4 CEOs that go up to this mountain and they do business deals and shit. But one of them made an AI that's computers can't detect it's AI, and in the movie, they showed via AI a country being bombed or nuked or whatever. And the other country had no idea that it was fake, so they started rioting, and it caused world chaos, and World War III broke out because of AI. So they're able to manufacture these videos to make everybody think in your country this is what's happening, even though that's completely false.
Yeah.
And older people definitely cannot tell the difference. Like if it's obvious AI, I can tell pretty quick. You know what I mean?
I mean, you kept up with the Thomas Massey election, no?
No.
Thomas Massey out of Kentucky. He's one of the most prominent America first, meaning like let's not send money overseas.
Yeah.
Criticized certain Middle Eastern country that we send money to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And certain lobby from that certain country put in like $30 million into it. It was like the most expensive campaign that's ever been ran in for a Senate seat.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically they bought out his seat. And what was it? What the fuck did I tell you at the beginning? What was I talking about?
The
I brought it up for some
AI.
reason. Yes, one of the things they were putting out was that he was having threesomes with AOC and some other liberal chick. He's a conservative guy, but they were putting out in commercials. There were AI pictures of him holding hands with the 2 other ladies walking in, Ilhan Omar and AOC walking in, checking into a hotel, bro. And they're both like smiling, like, I'm about to fuck these 2 broads.
Yeah.
And people saw that and just went, look at this guy. He's using our money to go get laid and fuck 2 other senators.
Yeah.
And people thought it was real, like boom, like old folks. It was like, they don't know.
What is it? Cognitive bias, where you go look for things that support your bias, and once you find something, you don't really check into it. It's just like, there
you don't want to know, right?
You don't want to know, exactly.
Yeah.
But also, it's hard for them to. I mean, think about how many boomer dads are getting caught up with AI chicks because this hot girl's trying to, you know what I mean? Talk to them.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, you don't even have to be a boomer dad. There's some dudes that are just that
lonely.
Yeah, that lonely that they're just like, my girlfriend lives in fucking France.
Well, the new commodity, because AI is going to be water. I don't even know if this is AI made, but yeah, apparently because they need the water to cool down all the servers.
Oh,
for the
right.
AI.
And I know what you're talking.
So it's using a lot of the fresh water, and so water is going to become the new oil, is what Bill Gates said. But again, it could be AI and me trying to support my bias, but that he came out and said that that's the new oil, and that's
why they already have laws. Like in Oregon, I saw that this guy wasn't allowed to collect rainwater.
Yeah,
because they said that the rainwater belonged to the county, or
it fills up the aquifers, but the aquifers are being sold off to these large corporations, like in Utah and other places, where they're just going to use all that fresh water, which is going to fuck up the farming. So less food, and that I told this to Edward too. This one is real. That what's his name? Jeff Bezos came out and was like, we got to give AI data centers the water, because that's what's going to help us solve all the problems that we have. So basically, listen, humans are going to have to starve and go thirsty for us to solve our problems. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Did you ever see that interview with what's his Ari
can't-
Shafir?
Why can't we just have a bunch of people go and we'll create jobs and then just blow on them?
I mean,
What are you? I'm an AI blower. I
why
blow
would you
AI
just
all
not
day
have fans on it?
because that uses power.
Oh,
That's more energy. But if you got a bunch of people,
so does blowing lung. You gotta go kill something to eat it. That uses power. Too.
yeah,
Everything.
yeah, but
uses
it's a lot less power than using oil.
No, it's way more power you're gonna use to feed a human being to like. That's more. It's less cost efficient.
What are you feeding them?
Well, I mean, they're not gonna do it for fucking.
You pay them $20 an hour, and you say blow on it like it's a bowl of soup. And you go all day. It's just a bunch of
$20.
grandmas.
I think too many people would pass out.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You'd have I wonder if pissing on it. Well, no.
No,
Same
or
reason
you can
can't.
grab a binder and just go like that, or a little towel.
I'm telling you, anything human, you're using way more power than any other fuel because to keep that human has to be kept happy.
Yeah.
Right. So he can't just eat, ramen and
Tell that to an Amazon worker.
What's what?
Tell that to an Amazon worker. They piss in bottles, and they she's here to
Probably
pick up the
get some
dog.
perks.
Be right back.
All right.
This is a good time to say, everybody, please subscribe, man. Subscribe. We get more viewers than we have subscribers, so subscribe to the channel and like the shit too. And what dates you got coming up? Check her all out. Those dates.
At the riot. I'm at the riot. I'm not gonna be out of town for a while.
July
Until
17th through the 19th, I will be at the Comedy Mothership featuring for Duncan Trussell. Check that out. Check out Black Rabbit every Thursday through Sunday off 5th and Brazos in Austin, Texas.
July 31st, I'm opening up for Felipe in Tyler, Texas. Tyler, there's a comedy club.
Oh, shit, it's George.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you gonna come through for the second podcast?
What time are y'all gonna do it?
We can wait for you. We're finishing in the first one. We're doing it right now.
Oh. Yeah. I'll be over there, man.
All right, see you in a little bit. Yeah, you didn't notice George wasn't on this one. He had other prior arrangements, but
You know, not.
we still had a show. And Edward will probably be on the next one too. Is time going faster for you?
What do you mean by faster? Like,
The-
you mean like getting older and all? Of a
Yeah,
sudden
like
summer-
1 week feel like okay, the island. The island feels like we were there yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, no, a bunch of shit has happened in between that. And it's like, I feel like I don't have the days where I didn't feel guilty sitting on the couch and just watching TV, watching like a whole 2 seasons on Netflix.
yeah.
Now it's hard for me. I just did that and I gave up on the last season because I was like, I can't do this. And I turned it off. Also, it's starting to suck, but also I turned it off. I was like,
Yeah.
and I haven't been watching TV other than the new episodes of Rick and Morty, but that's about it.
Yeah, dude, it's going. I think it's just. I think it's an illusion. How time goes by faster as you get older, just because you're seeing your kids and you're seeing them grow up.
I don't think it's an illusion because
It is. an
it's through
illusion, dude.
perspective.
Right.
And the longer you live, so 24 hours to a 10-year-old, I was trying to explain this to my daughter, 24 hours to her, for me, goes 4 times faster.
And now you're explaining it to me. Yeah, thanks.
Yes, like I did my daughter. So she's 10, I'm 40. So I told her I experienced time 4 times faster. So what feels like 24 hours for you feels like 6 hours for me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And the older you get, the more it seems that way, where a week is just, because of the perspective of living so long, a 24-hour period seems much shorter because you've lived longer.
Feels like. Right?
Yeah.
But it isn't.
But your perspective is your reality.
I mean, I guess in that sense, yeah. But let's not forget about reality, right? The second takes a second now, just like it
Yes,
did
correct.
40 years ago.
No, I'm just saying the way. So if you lived for like 1,000 years or 10,000 years, you would be like, man, just time. You would do things much slower. You know what I mean? Because you would say like, oh, we're gonna do this project, right? And people are like, well, I thought you said you're going to do it. It's been 2 months. You haven't even worked on it. It's like, we just talked about it 2 months ago. Like, relax.
Oh, right,
The
right.
project will happen. And then it's years before the project even gets started. And then years before it gets done. It's just like, there's a process to this. And it's because the older people that fund this shit, it's like, yeah, we're talking about it now, so I can go ahead and next year I'll save up for it. And then the next year after that, we'll do the project. It's like, yeah. Well, also, that's just good business. But the point is, they're able to do that because the younger you wants it now, because
It's more sense of urgency, right?
But that's also good. Something cats.
It's like me and you talking about like we gotta fix elephantitis, you know, and you're taking forever. I'm like, hey, bro, I thought we were gonna fix this fucking thing on my face.
I thought elephantitis is when your balls swell up.
What?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was like the Elephant Man.
No, that's not elephantitis. That's something else.
Oh, what the fuck?
I was gonna say
Elephantitis.
What is elephantitis? Elephantitis is a tropical infectious disease caused by parasitic thread-like worms that block the lymphatic system. This obstruction causes severe fluid buildup, leading to a massive painful swelling of the arms, legs, or genitals, and thickening of the skin.
Nothing about
What
the face.
did Elephant Man have? Elephant Man.
Had elephantitis. I mean,
Elephant Man is believed to have suffered from Proteus syndrome, a rare condition characterized by excessive overgrowth of skin and bones.
Proteus syndrome.
Yeah, you're all.
Proteus syndrome. You're like, relax. We got all fucking eternity.
Well, I forgot the guy's name. I think it's something Cats, but he's a booker or used to own a comedy club, and he gives comedy
Barry
advice.
Katz.
Barry Katz, and he gives. Was he a comic or a club owner?
No, he was. I think he was an agent or a manager or something.
So he goes. The one video that clicked with me was just like, what you're lacking is urgency. You lost your urgency. Like where.
And he's talking into reference to
comics. What? He's talking to comics with careers who've been doing it for 15, 16, whatever, 20 years, but they haven't hit that next level. They plateaued at the local level. They plateaued as featuring on the road. They're not touring headliners. Well, what was it? And he was like, you lost your urgency. And I'm summing this up. This is not exactly what he said.
Yeah.
But it was all about, he's like, there's no more urgency because you've been doing it so long.
Yeah, and to translate it to even more comedian terms, you stop writing new stuff.
That too.
If you stop writing new stuff, you lose a sense of urgency. Like I have a sense of urgency to write new stuff all the time.
But that's the difference between having the love for the craft and wanting to just be a headlining comedian so you can be famous and
waiting to be famous.
Yeah. Yeah, and those are the outliers where it's just like, well, I got famous. It's like, yeah, you're at the right place at the right time, and this person liked you, and you were funny enough. You proved yourself enough. But there's people who are extremely funny that, for some reason, haven't moved on to that next level because they haven't been seen either by the right person, or they're not doing. Most likely, they're not doing enough themselves to be seen by the right people.
Right.
And basically what he's saying, create more opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I feel like I lost. It was like, because I was very much, I'm going to fuck with the people that want to fuck with me. My wife hates when I say that. She's like, stop saying fuck. It sounds like you're going to go fuck people. And I'm like, that's not what I mean. You know what I mean? She goes, I know what you mean, but you sound stupid. You sound ignorant. I was like, I think you hate my voice. That's all it is. You just hate she goes, I hate your voice too. But what you're saying, I go, I'm talking like this to you. She goes, yeah, you're 40. Talk better. I was like, all right, whatever.
Look, I give head to whoever I give head.
But yeah, it's like, it's not a fuck them, but it's very much of like, well, I'm not gonna
change your mind.
I'm not gonna change your mind. You already saw me. And also, I'm on the wrong side of 40, so I'm very much a hermit in those sense where it's just like, I like these places. They're nice to me. They treat me how I feel I should be treated. So I'm gonna go here.
Yeah.
No, that's bad.
I think it's as easy as you just gotta keep when you keep writing new material. That to me that is a sense of urgency.
Well, I've told this to a comic who was all depressed and like nothing's happening. I was like, you know what's weird? I get a better feeling from writing a joke and it works. Like it's a new killer joke that I have than I do I got to work this club. Or I got to, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, that's nice. This is like, I made this. I get to keep this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody helped me with this shit.
Yeah, nothing else. I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, if that opportunity does come, I have this.
Yes. Which is nice when the one thing I say is nice is if they don't know you and they put you up and you're like, you're going first after the host. And like, all right. And it's just like, you just bury everybody else on the fucking show. And it's like, well, you shouldn't put me first, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But also have other shows I got to go.
Research.
Well, all my shit got erased. So.
Oh, right.
And I got one on there that the audio is shit. And I was so mad that I was like, I'm still putting it out.
Oh, yeah.
And the audio is just like, hey, guys. It's like, God dang, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. I was actually talking to Felipe yesterday. We were like smoking in his balcony. And we were talking about some jokes where you put him out, but you didn't really get him to breathe. They just worked right away.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to expand on them and shit.
Yeah.
You just got to...
I did that
What's
for a
up?
while. Oh, Edward's back.
Edward.
Well, he's back with his bionic arm.
Cheerful ignorance.
That's what it feels like
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah. You got that bionic arm. That's crazy, dude. Oh, damn. It's got a
All right.
torque and everything.
Give me that
on it.
cord. I'll plug him in. We're ending this one. But, yeah, George is coming through.
I was telling everybody
that
I was hoping that they would fight without the cage in the actual literal lawn.
They did. Did you see those people?
Oh, Strickland. They got Strickland out. They
Booted him out of the UFC?
They booted him out of the White House one. He was
Am I
doing
in?
some chant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in there. He was doing some chant, and he was getting the people riled up, and they ended up, Secret Service ended up escorting him out. I don't know if he got arrested.
Nah, they just...
And he was supposed to be on that card fight?
No, he was just hyping it
there?
up.
No, but did you see those people fighting out there in the crowd in the grass?
No.
no.
There was some people rolling around in the grass fucking fighting, and some chick was trying to... Like, two dudes started fighting, and then the girls got involved, were trying to punch them too, and all this stuff.
Meaning it was a street fight, but they got all technical and started like pulling
No,
guards.
there was no one pulled guard. They were two fat, drunken, white fucking MAGA supporters, like typical redneck shit that was going down
Damn,
there.
that's crazy. Idiocracy.
Did you see?
Happening.
Did you see the?
So it was. Did they get arrested?
I don't know. They didn't say. And I just saw a video of them fighting, and they were like, "Look, it was on Jon Stewart and all those." They were, but no. But did you see the plot that they thwarted?
No.
You didn't see it? It's crazy. There was a whole story. Did you see that?
It's AI.
I
Edward.
could have sworn I saw like a post of a statement that the FBI put out, but I didn't take it seriously.
Okay, yeah, but they it's crazy that they're not even blowing this up. I saw one story and then haven't seen it again, that they thwarted a plot to kill Trump, Vance, and someone else. I don't know if Hegseth was there or something, but it was three major high priority targets. They said some fucking redneck fat white dude was plotting. He had drones that were going to fly over the fight, the octagon or whatever. They were going to have some kind of explosive device that they drop. The people were going to go into a panic, and when they come running out, they had snipers positioned to take out Trump, Vance, and this other dude.
I figured Trump and Vance would just like go underneath, like
or
some
who
secret
knows
passage.
wherever.
It was weird watching.
They had badass sniper angles though, Josh. They were looking, but that they were doing all this planning, and this dude's mom called and said, "Mijo is getting ready to do
Good for her."
And then and so they busted him, and he said, right," and he gave up. It was Rocket Dogman and Shooter, and they got his friends, and they got 8 of them, and they said that they think there's like 21 total involved. I mean,
Jeez.
that has to be 21 people that go, "Fuck it, we're going to jail,"
Yeah.
because 21 people can't keep a secret.
No.
Yeah.
Well, at least their moms can't.
Not even one mom of the 21.
No,
you know,
the
like-
idiot told their mom, and
Oh
their mom
my
was like, "You're
God.
doing what?"
I know, it just
No.
snitched right away. The only mom that all the other moms were down.
Well,
dude,
maybe
right?
they didn't tell their moms.
Well, she didn't tell his mom either. She found out. She saw.
The mom picked up the phone. At
Yeah.
the house.
Mom, have you seen my 30
Mom, hang
six?
up. Have you seen
Then
my
I go to the White House.
AK-47 and my drone with the bombs that I can drop bombs from? Oh,
Where's
that
my White
drone.
House map?
Yeah, not that drone. The one that I dropped the bombs with, Mom. Oh, that drone.
That would have been crazy. It was kind of gross watching people walk out of the White House as like the UFC fighters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like being saluted by the military as they walk through. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I saw one where Gaethje was looking at the Declaration of Independence, and somebody was telling him, "Did you read it before you watched?" He goes, "Nah, man, they talked weird back then." Because I couldn't read.
That's
that.
why he was just like that.
Oh fuck.
He had drool coming out. Dude, but the saving grace of that, which could have been a fiasco,
Yeah.
was that every fight was good, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, it had to be.
Was it the fights were good?
Even if it had to be scripted, it was going to be good.
No, because I've seen some great
Did you
cards
see
with
those-
all shitty fights.
Did you see those
Yeah.
text? Well, this is the White House one. Trump's not going to allow that. Did you see the
He
text?
didn't have a
message
choice.
That they were sent. What's that guy that he used to be a Comier?
Oh yeah,
Daniel Cormier?
Daniel
Yeah,
Cormier.
Oh, right,
That
right.
he was texted by one of the sons saying, "Are any of the fights fixed?"
Donald Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh, because he was gonna bet on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Cormier deleted
How
it.
did that come out, Cormier?
Yeah, he put the text messages out.
Yeah, where he said, "Frankly, I'm appalled that you would ask me something like that. None of the fights are fixed." And then he immediately erased it when they asked him about it. He goes, "I got hacked. I don't know what you're talking about."
Oh wow.
But he said it. He said it in a way like almost like a wink, right? Like
Yeah,
somebody
like,
told him,
you
"Hey,
know
dude,
what it is. You
don't
know
get
what
it.
it
You don't. These guys are like mobsters. They'll fucking
yeah,
kill you. You
yeah,
know?
they'll
And he was
disappear
like-
your ass. Dude.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about."
Did you see Rogan's tie? People were making fun of that.
Oh yeah, it was all short.
Yeah. It was like put it on double knot right here.
Yeah, I saw someone today, dummy. You're supposed to keep your jacket on when you wear that tie or something like that. But I mean, that right before the fight started, you know, there was like an hour delay because there was those thunderstorms were coming through,
Yeah, they thought it was going to
Oh,
shut
right.
down.
and it got all windy, and they said that they just blew over. And that the breeze made everything feel good, and so
Yeah,
because they were
'cause
worried about that heat wave that was going.
They used the
through.
weather machines to make sure.
That's what they were saying. They were like,
Damn.
they on the podcast. They were saying it was so weird. How
Yeah.
just the
So
weather
they're saying
around the
that-
White House.
They're
was
saying
good.
that they're saying that they
fucking
did that
crazy.
Iran's like, oh yeah, Iran, that they were using the weather machines.
You were about to use the accent, dude. Go ahead, dude. Just go ahead.
You were about to use the
You were about to fucking be an Iranian racist piece of shit, but go ahead, dude.
And all the rivers were like
No, no
running
one likes it
dry.
anyway,
They were
go
having one of the worst droughts ever. And
But how would they say it though?
It's raining like crazy. I don't know how they said it. I just know you pronounce it Iran.
You started even
Iran.
dude. We had an Iranian neighbor, dude.
Yeah.
Fearless Iranians from hell, dude. He was a dick, Ali, and he was married to a fat Mexican lady. And they were like the antagonist of the neighborhood. Like up early, she'd be up early in the car honking her horn for her kids to come out,
outside.
or pitting everyone in the shut up. And you know, this is the early '70s, late '80s.
Yeah.
And or early '80s, late '70s. And she, the dude, one time though was in the backyard. He was our neighbor. He was cutting the grass in sandals, like all Iranians do. And he ran over his foot. Like they always tell you not to fucking cut the grass in sandals because you'll
It'll go through a shoe.
It'll go through a
It's
shoe
in
too.
front of you. How do you?
Yeah, it'll still go through a fucking shoe, but I mean, at least he feels it. But it went through his fucking sandal, bro. And I remember his daughter, Lori, she was probably like a couple of years younger than me. So maybe I was like in 7th grade and she was like in 5th or 6th. And she comes up, banging on. Everyone would come to our back door there. She comes banging on the back door. Edward, is your mom here? I'm like, yeah, why would my father ran over his foot cutting the grass. And I go out the back door and he's hopping around the backyard. Aye. They always have these real high voices. I can't do it with an accent
Yeah.
like you, Josh. But he's like, aye. And he's got a towel, like a shirt wrapped around his
hurt
foot.
me.
And it's just red, dude. And I remember going, oh, fuck yeah, because that dude was a dick, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah. So I went and called my mom. Mom, Ali ran over his foot with the lawnmower. And Lori's asking me if you could give him a ride to the hospital. And I remember my mom denies it to this day. But I remember my mom, we had a 76 Nova. So it was around, and it was brand new. But, I mean, maybe it was a year or two old, but it was still a new car. And I remember it was a 76 Nova because it was my car later on. She said, she saw him hopping around the backyard, and she said, well, we have a brand new car. I don't want to get blood in it.
Could drive his car.
I don't know if they had. I don't know what the deal was. Or maybe they weren't there. Maybe his wife was gone, but they didn't. That wasn't an option or whatever. So they didn't say, "Hey, drive my car to the hospital."
Yeah.
They said, "Can you give me a ride to the hospital?" So, and then he was like, and so I remember they wrapped more towels on his foot and fucking took him to the hospital with his foot fucking hanging off, dude.
Oof.
They were.
So y'all did take him.
My mom did. I didn't.
Oh, he's gonna bleed to death.
Yeah, he was bleeding to death, dude.
Negligent homicide.
We
yeah.
could have fucking taken out one Iranian right there next door, dude. Dude, his daughter, Zuhaila, she must have been a year and a half, swan dive off the fucking back porch. It was a duplex. So there was always different people moving in next door. And a lot of times they battled each other, you know. There was always shit going on next door at the duplex next door. And the Iranians were downstairs and the Mexicans were upstairs. And the baby fucking went up the stairs and it just had cross things at the top thing and went fucking
dude.
Wakate cabrón, like fucking belly flopped. It was a big fat Mexican baby though, or half Iranian.
Did it survive?
Yeah, it survived. It was just, I remember it was all bruised. Its forehead and its face.
I don't want to hear that. Why are you telling me
Yeah,
that?
but it got up like fine. Like it was just a bruise. That's
Babies are very durable.
Like,
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Dude, not on the one time, some people that lived there before that, this was a single mom.
Fuck, is he gonna be another heartbreaking? And then the baby cut off its foot with a lot.
The baby got run over in the front in the street.
Oh, dude.
I remember she started screaming, and our neighbors up the street.
The same baby?
No, a different baby. This was a different family because people were always coming in and out.
Yeah, I
was a
guess
duplex.
it was like 80s.
And this lady lived there, and she was a single mom, and she had like a toddler, you know, like a 3-year-old. And the neighbors up the street, the guy's wife was leaving, and that baby ran in the street. She didn't see it, and she fucking ran it over. And the mom came running out in the street. My baby's under the car, because she stopped her, and the baby was under the car,
dude.
And this was in the era that everyone played outside.
Yeah.
So we were all outside, and then a baby running through the street, I guess, wasn't uncommon, you know. And so she just was driving to the street and dodging adults, the kids, but you know, bigger kids.
Did the baby die?
No, the baby didn't die, but I wouldn't be telling you the story if the baby died. But
But don't put these horrible thoughts in our heads. It's
But
like you
she-
live with them and you're like, here you go. I'm gonna unload on you.
but I remember the girl. Everyone kept running out that the baby's under the car, and the lady backed up the car.
Stupid.
But luckily, you know,
It cleared him.
It cleared him. The big-headed baby didn't get his head caught in there, dude. But I mean, usually that's what happens.
And that goes to all of you out there that are always making fun of those signs that say slow children playing.
Yeah, that was a
Those
slow
are for
kid.
a reason.
Yeah, because that kid was slow, dude. If that kid had been a little bit faster, he might have dodged that car, dude.
Well, what shows you got coming up?
I got the Kill Baby show coming
Yeah.
up, dude.
Yeah.
What shows I got? July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th at the LOL Comedy Club with Juan Villarreal. I'll be featuring. That's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 4th of July week. Yeah, dude. So it should be fun. I hope it doesn't take away from the shows. What do you think? 4th of July?
No. I don't think so.
You know, on 4th of July they're
I don't
doing one show 4th of July at 5:30 during the day, I guess, so you can go watch fireworks in
At
the
night. Yeah.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
No, so anyway,
So
yeah,
there won't be
that's what
any
I had.
late show.
There won't be a late show, just a 5:30 way early show.
Oh, wait. What day of the week does it
That's
fall?
Saturday.
Saturday. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? It will. If the club is adjusting to that, that is because it does affect it, probably.
Yeah, 100%. That's why there's a 5:30 show on Saturday, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be kind of
We'll
weird.
go check that show out.
Oh yeah, we'll check it out, y'all.
Deuce.
Right.